Hi everyone, this is Saad Aslam. I hope you are all doing well. So welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss another LeetCode question, that is ransomNote. So it is a 383 number LeetCode question. So let's first discuss the problem statement. Okay. So given two strings, ransomNote and magazine, return true if ransomNote can be constructed by using the letters from the magazine, and false otherwise. So basically they are given two strings, magazine and ransomNote, and we have to check like if ransomNote can be constructed from the letters available in magazine. So we have to check like all the letters that are present in the ransomNote are also available in the magazine string. So each letter in magazine can only be used once in ransomNote. So this is the limitation, like only the letter in magazine can only be used for the once. So for example, ransomNote has a string A and the magazine is B, so these are not equal, so it returned false. For example 2, ransomNote has the string has letters A and A, but magazine is equals to AB, it only has A for once, so it returned false. And similarly for ransomNote A3, ransomNote has AA and magazine has double AB, so both A in ransomNote are available in the string magazine AAB. So let's try to deep dive about the approach in our whiteboard section. So before moving on, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit the bell icon and all of the YouTube stuff. So now let's go to our whiteboard screen. Okay, so here we are in our whiteboard section. The examples are quite easy to understand. So now I'll first discuss the approach of it. So we can use. Okay, so here we are in our whiteboard section. So for this, for the approach of it, we first have to make a frequency table of both magazine and ransomNote. We have to check all the letters and make a frequency table of it. So we can use a hash map for this, or we can simply use arrays to make a frequency table. So first, for the example one, let's make a frequency table for, let me just, okay, so for A, let me just, okay, so the occurrence of letter A is 2, suppose the first element is 2, and the occurrence of B is also 2, and the occurrence of C is 2, and for the occurrence of G is 1. So let's A, B, C and G. So this is for magazine. This is the frequency table of magazine. Now let's make the frequency table of ransomNote. Okay, so for ransomNote, this is for ransom. Okay, so the frequency of A is 1, the frequency of B is 1, the frequency of C is 1, the frequency of G is 1, the frequency of H is 1. So it is A, B, C, G and H. Okay, so we have to check like if the frequency of A is equals to or less than the frequency, like frequency of ransomNote is less than or equals to the frequency in the magazine. So as for A, it is less than the frequency of magazine, so it means the letter A is available in magazine. Also B frequency is less than, so it follows the less than, and C is also the frequency of C is less than the frequency in magazine. So A, B and C are available in magazine. Okay, but for C it also matches, like it is less than or equals to, so it is equals to, so it follows the property. So for A, B, C and G, we know that these letters are available in magazine. But for H, we don't have any frequency in magazine. Okay, so for the frequency of H, we don't have a frequency. So whenever we find any frequency in ransomNote that is not available or it is greater than the magazine, we are simply going to return false. So for the example one, this will return false because we have a letter H that is not present in the you can say magazine. Okay, so now let's discuss the second problem. Let's first if we can move it. Okay. Okay, so for the second example, let's again make the frequency table. This is for, you can say, A, the frequency of A is 2, okay. The frequency of B is also 2, okay. The frequency of C is 3, okay. The frequency of G is 2, and the frequency of H is 1, okay. So this is for magazine. Now again for ransomNote, so the frequency of A is 1, B is also 1, the frequency of C is 1, okay. For G it is also 1, and for H it is also 1. So this is for ransom. Okay, so this is for the ransom. So now let's again map. So as A is less than the frequency in magazine, so it follows the property, it also follows the property, it also follows the property, it also follows the property, and here H also follows the property, like it is equals, not greater than the frequency in magazine, but it is equal. So it means that all the elements present in ransomNote are also present in magazine. So this is the approach of where we have to make frequency tables of both, and we have to find if the frequency in ransomNote is less than or equals to the frequency in magazine. So that's the approach of it. I hope you have understand the problem. If you have any queries, you can let me know in comments. Okay, so let's go to our implementation part. Okay, so here we are in our implementation part. We will first implement in Java, and after that we will quickly implement in C++ too. So as discussed, we can use a hash map or arrays. We will go through array. You can also use hash map to for this approach. So first int, and we will make a count is equals to new int and 26. Basically 26 are for initializing 26 is like the letters in the alphabet, like we have 26 letters, so I am initializing it with 26. And after that, okay, we are going to first make frequency table of the magazine. So for character C is equals to magazine dot to character. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we are going to check C. It will be something C1 minus okay, so for this, like if C1 minus A, like it will return, you can say we are subtracting it, like any alphabet minus character A will return the index, like A minus this will return 0, B minus this will return 1, so it will return the indexes of the alphabet. Like suppose if there is an element A, so it will return 0, and it will increment count 0 as plus plus. Okay, for next for CHC2 it is ransom node dot to character array. Okay, and okay, so first we will check a condition, like if the element at, you can say if count at C2 minus A is equals to 0, then so for ransom node it will also check all the elements that are present. C2 minus A, it will check, suppose the first element is A, so it will return A, and it will check if the element at count at 0, what is A. If the frequency is 0, it will return false, so return false. Okay, so it will return false in that case, and if it is not the case, we have to simply C2 minus, oh sorry, C2, it is C2 or not, okay, so C2 minus, it will be A, and minus minus, and after the loop terminates we simply have to return false, oh sorry, true. Okay, so that's the implementation of it. Let's first run this code. Okay, so the code has run successfully, so now let's try to submit this. Okay, the code has been submitted successfully. So the idea is, first, like in the first for loop we are making a frequency loop of the magazine. In the second for loop we are iterating through the letters in the ransom node, and if we are checking like if the frequency is 0, like if the frequency is 0, so it will return false. And if it is not the case, like suppose we have encountered A for the first time, so we also have to decrement the frequency in it. Like suppose for the condition here, like we have to make use of the letter in magazine only for once. So for making sure that we are following the property, we are also decrementing the frequency once we have encountered it, so we cannot use it further. So now let's quickly implement this in C++. The logic and implementation is quite same, just a couple of tweaks we have to make. So we can simply paste this, and we just need to make a few changes, like int count 26 is equal, oh sorry, just need to make a few changes in our initialization. Okay, the code has run successfully in C++2, so let's submit this. Okay, the code has been submitted successfully. So that's the approach of it and the implementation of ransomNote. So this approach is quite widely used in other examples too, of making a frequency table and checking if the letters in string 1 are available in string 2. So this will be used in further examples too when we are moving to the medium level questions. And if you have any question, you can let me know in comments, and feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn as well. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.